We're going to welcome in our final guest today on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Braden McClain is in. He's a director of The Lost Ones. This is a short film made here in Western Pennsylvania. Welcome, Braden. It's nice to have you.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Talk a little bit about your credentials.
So right now, I am the director of photography for the show Chronicles up at WQLN, which is a historical docu-series that's being shot about the Erie area. I have my graduate degree in directing from Chapman University out in Orange, California, and I've been doing film production for about 12 years now.
Wow, and you're working on this new production. Tell us about The Lost Ones.
So The Lost Ones is actually, it's a fan film based off of the Hellblade video game series from Ninja Theory. And it's this story that follows this 8th century Pictish woman on her journey to bring back the soul of her lover from the Viking afterlife.
Okay.
And it's this beautiful story that's just so powerful about loss and grief and acceptance, as well as mental health and just all of these wonderful things that you don't really see much in a video game.
I thought it was interesting when I was kind of reading the story behind this is you were interested in this video game and then you started talking with others and they loved it too. You felt this nostalgia and said, we got to make a film about this. Because others have to be sharing that sentiment, I would imagine.
That's about it. That on another film set back in October with Roxon Productions, we were filming this project Silverwork, and independently we all realized that we had all played this game before and that every single one of us loved it. And so we knew that there was a sequel to the game coming out on May 21st of this year. So we all looked at each other and were like, well, shoot, why don't we try and film something really quick for it, because we all love this story. Let's try to just build together some sort of nice fan film for it. And
so are you done? Is it a complete project, or are you still working on it?
It is so incredibly close to being finished. We are looking at having it out on May 14th of next week, Wednesday. And once it's out there, it'll be available on YouTube and online all over the place, social medias.
And we're seeing some of the behind the scenes shooting here. Talk about where you shot some of the scenes in this one.
So for this one, we filmed primarily up at Shorewood Beach in Harbor Creek and Northeast, so right on the line there. And then also for our cave locations, because we were able to film 14 stories underground at Laurel Caverns. And a couple pickup shots down Tatuna Caves over by State College. And it's incredible because there are very few film crews in this world that would follow you 14 stories underground to go shoot.
That's a dedication right there, right?
I love these guys. They were able to make it all happen.
And
it looks so pretty.
And you were talking about how this is really proving that there is a filmmaking industry here in northwestern Pennsylvania. It's alive, it's well, and it's growing, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of people that have been coming back to this area because cost of living is easier. It's easier to get locations. It's just much more simple to create these projects that are a lot more independent, and you have a lot more freedom to do them. And especially with the advancing technologies nowadays, you're able to have a production that looks like it's a $20 million production, but done for a fraction of the cost.
Just real quick, we're starting to run out of time, but how are these projects funded?
This one is actually funded by myself and a handful of the producers from around the area.
So independently?
Yep, all independently. Occasionally you'll have an executive producer come in who is passionate about the story like the rest of us were for this one, and is willing to help donate a little bit to help you out with other flights for actors to get them into town, or even craft services or anything like that. But it's really a lot of times just independently done, and being able to make it all happen.
So again, follow you online for more information about exactly when this is going to be out there and where folks can watch it?
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you look up The Lost Ones Hellblade fan film, you'll be able to find us there, and check us out and stay tuned for all the behind the scenes footage and trailers and teasers and everything else coming up for it.
Braden, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
We'll be right back.